Okay, we have guest presenters tonight, so we're gonna just need a minute to make a little switch. So we'll be back in a second. Don't give it away. What? Welcome to the dark side! Oh God, I love myself. I have to be serious. Oops. Stormtroopers don't laugh. Okay, for those of you who are going to read the transcript or just listen to the audio, you won't have a damn clue what's going on. But Cindy has a stormtrooper's mask on, and I've got Darth Vader. This is where breath work originated. Embrace the dark side, friends. Come to the dark side. Oh my, oh my.
You think they'll know it's you?
Are the burps a giveaway? I thought it was the beard. Oh, yeah, I should tuck that in. There, that's better. I look more like Darth. Wow, I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. We'll see where this is going to go tonight. So, we've been having a great time here, and well, I guess BBIP 1 point previous, BBIP 2.0, and BBIP 3.0, and we've spent an awful lot of time talking about our light and our awareness, and our eternal nature and joy and peace. But what about the dark side? That's your cue. It's your turn.
Stormtroopers don't talk.
They do when Luke says, "You don't need to see their papers."
I don't need to see their papers.
There you go. All right. So, what really is darkness? Because in some way or another, many of you on your journey, I know I certainly started this way, we were trying to purify ourselves and purge ourselves of the darkness. Did that work for you, honey? Pretty painful, huh? So, there's that beautiful yin-yang symbol it's like an Eastern tradition, those two swirlies where there's the black and the white, and there's a spot of white in the dark, and there's a spot of dark in the light. So we're just going to play with that tonight, obviously in as fun a way as we can, because in truth, there really is no darkness. Darkness is the belief that there is no light. But whatever you might look upon with the sovereignty of your eternal light, even though you might perceive it as darkness, even though you might perceive it as evil, light is there because you are there. Anywhere we are, there is the light. So what if we didn't forget that we are that light, and whatever we might look upon is an expression of that light? when we look from this infinite wisdom within, we know the truth. But when we look only through our eyes of our body that report to us separation and all manner of things illusory or untrue, simply because we've mistaken our identity as the body and its five senses, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
It's hot in here. I don't know how long we can do this. No. I mean, if the mask is off of darkness, then the game's up.
We'll wait till the end then.
That's kind of the point, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, darkness or evil is merely when we're seeing from our temporary self and not our eternal self. So just take a deep breath and let yourself really relax in, and make sure you're grounded deeply in the presence of your own awareness, the presence of your own light. So, what if darkness in truth is merely the cloak of God? The infinite potential of the void of consciousness that has taken no expression. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's the unmanifest, pregnant void of God itself. Because we, as beings of light, have yet to call forth from that field of infinite potential ever new forms of experience. Sometimes this is referred to as the divine feminine, that field of unmanifest potential, and the masculine is this field of vast and infinite expression. I really don't like to go there because that whole masculine feminine thing is so spiritualized and distorted that it's easy to get lost in there. Lost in the darkness. So take a deep breath and just allow into your awareness whatever uniquely for you you have perceived as evil, or what you have feared as darkness. And without any effort, as it comes into the field of your awareness, just don't grab the perceptions that you use to create it as darkness, but merely look upon it from your light. Merely hold it, abandoning anything in your mind which says, oh gosh, I got to forgive this, I got to forgiveness. What was that course lesson about forgiveness? Let all that go and just hold it. And let your light embrace and reveal to you what is true in the deepest possible sense of whatever you held as evil or darkness. and experience your intimate, perfect, unique experience. Now allow into your awareness what you think is dark or evil about you. And just let it come. Let it come up out of the dungeons where you have banished it, and behold it in the light, the sovereign light of your eternal being, which is God. Behold that and allow it to be made new. And no matter what came into your awareness, first is whatever you thought was evil. Maybe it was Hitler, maybe it was the devil, whatever it was. And whatever came up for you personally, whether it's how you betrayed someone, or that you secretly still masturbate and that's not spiritual, whatever you hold, did it have any power whatsoever to diminish the radiance of your eternal light, your eternal consciousness, your pure awareness? So, what if truly our spiritual journeys are not one of having not 1 ounce of darkness within us, but being the light that looks upon and knows all things as simply chosen experiences? And those experiences, no matter what they are, contain within them great wisdom, great knowing. We manifest our own individual experiences of separation when we try and cast out or banish or project what we have said is not holy. But that pure light of your eternal awareness looks with loving neutrality upon all potentials, all experiences, all perceptions, all beliefs. So what if Darth Vader was actually the smartest guy in the universe when he asks us to embrace our darkness, not to become evil, although that's how they project it in the movie, not to control or manipulate or harm others, but to finally, for God's sakes, let us finally be free to look upon all things from this eternal light, which is Christ's vision. And I mean in the purest sense, not as a new strategy, not as a new thought system, not as a new intellectual idea. Because if you are truly seeking enlightenment, then look everywhere you think there's darkness, everywhere you think there's evil, and discover for yourself what is truly there. When you set aside your perceptions, when you set aside your beliefs, when you set aside everything that ever got conditioned or indoctrinated or dogmatized into you, let the truth of your inner enlightenment reveal what's truly there, so that it may be embraced and it need not any longer be cast out. Because our original wholeness includes all potentials. Love allows fear. Love allows guilt. Love allows shame just as readily, just as equally as love allows joy, as love allows peace. Our light truly knows no limits except the ones we impose upon ourselves. And when we impose a limit upon ourselves, we've done what Jesus calls, we've placed an idol before God. We've placed a condition, we've placed a judgment, we've placed a limitation, we've placed a belief before the freedom and power of our limitless and eternal light, our very sovereign, individuated consciousness. So what you may discover when you release your fear of darkness, when you release your fear of what might be there, you may very well discover the infinite field of potential in which you exist as a point of light. And you are free to continue to focus your light with great, extraordinary vigilance against all things dark and all things evil, all things egoic, in an attempt to keep them away. But as you imprison those things, you are imprisoned by them. Are you ready and willing to set them free? That you need not hold that perception any longer, because the light that was in the one as Hitler is the very same light that shines forth in each of us. The very same light that was in the Christ Jesus is the same light that is within us. Both of those beings, just like us, are utterly free to focus that light in any way we wish and to create whatever experience we wish to have. So recognize that you will never be free from darkness, but you can set yourself free from the conflict and the avoidance and let it be a simple choice. Because no amount of darkness has any power to diminish your eternal light, because it's formless. It has no body, it has no shape, it has no need, it has no expiration. No evil, no darkness, no act you have ever done or will ever do has any power to diminish your light unless you command it to be so. And welcome to the club. We've all done it, and we have all had very, very rich experiences of it. And I suspect we've all come together tonight because we're truly willing and ready to choose again. We come here together not to cast out darkness, not to banish fear, not to cathart our guilt, but finally, in the claiming and recognition of our true identity as light, as consciousness, finally embrace those temporary experiences we created, and then get on about whatever brings you joy now. And if you will rest in your eternal light, it will reveal all these things and ceaselessly more, without any effort, without any striving, simply because you finally give up trying to do it with your thinking body mind. Some spiritual paths call that surrender. I call it the most rational acceptance in the universe. We're really giving up nothing in order to have access and be informed and moved by an eternal light that has been patiently waiting, illuminating our every experience. So, as an eternal being of light, giving up all of your human perceptions, I ask you, friends, what can you not look upon in innocence, in peace, in freedom? No strategy is required, no pedaling hard in your mind to only think good thoughts. Finally, allowing the light that you are, that I am, that we are, to illuminate all things. So when something comes up, all it's seeking is your embrace. All it's seeking is to return and be known as a potential in consciousness. None of them are wrong. None of them are bad. They're just experiences. Each experience can profoundly inform us, profoundly hone and sharpen our capacity to choose what we truly want. And that process can take a very, very long time if you like process, and that's perfectly okay. Or it can be done in an instant of total embrace. And then truly, our eternal light, that effortless, ever present ability to be aware, can freely, unencumberedly shine into the darkness, the cloak of God, the unmanifest potential to truly call forth whatever you wish, whether that be the good, the holy, and the beautiful, or the conspiracy, the debt, the plagues of the earth, whatever you want. That doesn't matter. That's how crazy free we are. And that's how free every being is. Oh. How do you feel about the darkness?
Well, I'll share with you what's come, and that is you asked us to um, be in touch, to recall those aspects of ourself that we would consider darkness, that we would consider evil. And I noticed that the mind, this mind, like the good dog it is, wanted to provide an answer when it was presented with a question. So there was an opening to what that might be. And what I heard was man's inhumanity. And I paused to feel into that. And what came to me is that it is man in its presumption of separation, its that separated self in humanity, in its human expression, where this idea of evil, of darkness arises. And as this is unfolding for me, I'm very aware that I'm wearing this mask. And I appreciate the beauty of this symbol as these thoughts are unfolding within me, this knowing, and that this mask is what we wear in our human expression. We choose it, we live behind it, we have our experiences filtered through the mask. But I noticed that even though these answers to the questions were coming, there was this deep accompanying peace, which I knew to be my true identity behind the mask, behind the expression that plays out within humanness. And then there was this welcoming feeling of falling into the embrace of the darkness. And the image that came was some light body form that was falling into this pool of darkness and then began to disintegrate, these sparks of light disintegrating across the darkness. And I saw the universe unfolding, and the phrase that came to mind was, the body of God. The body of God is our source, it is our identity, and for a period of time, if we choose to play in time, we can be inhuman expression
and act inhumanely.
and act inhumanely. But it is not what we are. It is simply a temporary experience, and I can release that as easily as I can take this mask off.
Well, all righty then.
So there you have.
So we truly can be very powerful when we allow that light to shine on all things, not to change them, not to save them, not to eliminate them, but merely to allow the God light that we are to see and know itself in all potentials in loving neutrality. And that's not a strategy we need to employ. The light that you are, that is its nature. That is its beingness. And it is awake within you. You couldn't be here hearing this if it were not awake within you. What mental strategies or thought systems or belief structures do you believe you have to keep because you feel like you need to do the job of your light? That you need to continue to strive and effort to do or be or become what your true identity already is. Oh. I wonder if Linda puts burps in the. I hope probably not. If she types those in the transcript. So, of course, Cindy and I have had a great time getting our masks on because Darth Vader has certainly represented the collective projection of all that's evil and wrong and bad and trying to take over and control and kill and manipulate. But that's just an outpicturing of what we have continued to try and cast out of ourselves. We got a beautiful email from someone in our group who was going to a funeral of a beloved friend and felt great sadness and great fear, lots of very, very dense energies coming almost from the earth itself. And in her embrace of those things, she realized all things merely want to be included. And when we include them, we free them from our projections. And to embrace them doesn't mean that you want to have more of them. It merely means you recognize this is a potential within all possibilities, and I will set it free from the belief that it shouldn't exist. I will set it free to be merely a choice that I am free to experience if I choose. And in that, we return to what's an original wholeness, a light that rejects nothing. And this doesn't make you a pacifist. It doesn't make you, you know, like you got to endure really bad stuff. It's not that at all. It restores your power to freely choose how you are in relationship with everything and everyone. It's a place of great power, not disempowerment. Oh. So, can we end the eternal battle between the light and our projected darkness and re-enter the heavenly state of our eternal light, our eternal ability to be and experience, and let that darkness be restored to what it truly is, which is the cloak of God, the field of infinite possibilities, and then freely choose what we want. We don't have to eliminate any possibility to choose for a different one. We don't have to eliminate the choice to be in fear in order to choose peace. Nothing must go in order for you to be free except your own projections. To liberate yourself, to set yourself free as light itself, to focus on, choose what you will, and bring forth that experience. For this is what we were created to be, creators, beings of light, freely and infinitely creating whatever we wish. And thank God there are no limits. Thank God we can create fear if we choose. Thank God we can create the experience of evil if we choose. Thank God we can create the experience of a body through birth and death if we choose. But if we make those choices bad or wrong, we won't freely, truly be able to choose for what we would prefer. So finally, in light and dark being equal, we are free to truly choose in freedom, not because if I choose only love, then finally I'll be holy. If I choose only peace, then finally I'll be free. We're always free, but can we free all choices to be of equal value in terms of they create experiences, and then choose the ones you like the experiences of and let go the ones you don't? It's really very simple. And when you begin to recognize that you are not your body mind making these choices, you are not your personality making these choices, but you are that very infinite, limitless, eternal, powerful point of light making these choices. Because was it your personality that chose to incarnate in this body to have this experience? Or was that your eternal light? And your body and your personality are merely the effects of your incredibly powerful consciousness, your incredibly powerful light. We are all free to set ourselves free, whether you want to call this your higher self, your soul, your light, your God self, your Buddha nature, your Christedness, to truly set that free. Because just imagine for a moment, if you have the power and freedom as that light to enter into a realm of collective agreement on earth, manifest a body, and have all manner of experiences that you have had, you certainly must recognize that God places no limits on you. And that as that light, you are free. And if you wish to play, you can begin to move your light and focus your light as an eternal being of light, not as a little personality focusing it on your feet or on Africa or on the coronavirus or whatever. And you may begin to see that as a being of light, you are expressed in many ways, in many realms, having an incredible and free, vast array of experiences. But only do that if you wish, if it brings you joy. So Cindy and I have embraced our darkness. It's not that we run around that, oh, I am only light, I am only holy, I am all things light and all things darkness. I am all high vibrational experiences, I am all low vibrational experiences. I am free because I no longer limit myself to what I have been told is good or bad, right or wrong, happy or sad. We have freed ourselves to truly choose that which brings us joy, that which extends our peace, And that doesn't make us any different than any being walking this world. We're not saintly. We're not holy. We're equal creators, just choosing to create from freedom, not from the collective consciousness or from our whatevers. Oh, my nose itches. How does Darth scratch his nose in this thing, honey?
I don't know. Perhaps he has a friendly stormtrooper to help out.
Oh,
Not me.
not you. Okay. So our light is powerful. So powerful that if we cast out, we manifest our very own separation. And it's a very real experience. We haven't diminished our true nature in any way, but boy, we can sure create a reality. And thank God we can, because that means we can create alternate realities. We can create other things that we would prefer to experience now more. So to our friend on the group who shared her on her way to her funeral experience, embracing so much that was coming to be loved, to be included, to be set free. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. And for those of you who are still choosing to project darkness outside of you, or to blame it on the world or on something else, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We celebrate that you are free. You are free. You are free. I think that's all I got to say about that, honey. Have you enjoyed playing the darkness tonight?
I have.
You think we should wear these out to dinner?
You think they'll let us in?
Well, we could at least go to some stoplights or something.
Okay.
Or we could go walk around the RV park. So we have a great song to end with tonight. Visions softly lifted scenes while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my still remains in the song of silence. These streets I walk down, narrow streets of cobblestone. As I hear the street to my collar to the cold. When my eyes are stained by the flash of a neon light, the spirit of night, and touch the sound of silence. Thousand people Oh God, I can't see that. I gotta get it back. Okay, here we go. All right, you know what I realized while we were watching that is with our crazy masks on, people can't tell if we're laughing.
I think they can hear us.
Well, but let's show them. What do you say? Oh, that looks a little nunnish.
Darth is delight.
Oh God, friends, can we laugh at what we've done to ourselves? Can we set ourselves freakishly free to truly choose again? Not make an enemy of the darkness, but set it all free and make it the field from which we draw forth whatever we choose. Oh God, I love myself. Let's put everybody on here and oh, how do I undo? Cindy?
Did you use your glasses?
I probably do, yeah. Thanks. Now next week we'll do I Can See Clearly Now. We love you, guess what? With an infinite love.
And a perfect peace.
Yes.
Good night, friends.
Play very, very well, my dark friends. You are free. You are free. You are free. Oh, we've totally lost it now.